Thanks. I'm really glad that you have me. Thank you very much. Just some words about my background. I studied applied cultural studies, majoring in theater, media, and music. And afterwards, I studied sound art in the master class of Ulrich Eller. And nowadays, I'm working as a sound artist, but most of the time I'm with theater groups, thinking about theater and technology and creating then these things that, or the things that bring these ideas to life. I'm also, like Julian said, I'm giving workshops and I'm teaching at universities on subjects between arts and technology. And today, as the title suggests, I talk about actors or algorithms that, there are actors on stage, and I will show you a handful of examples. So maybe we start with one. I just looked for one of the simplest algorithmic actors, and I found this one. Is it there? Wieso läuft da nichts? Okay. Okay.
This talk is.
This is the next one. You see here, like these cats, and you maybe ask yourself why this should be an algorithmic actor. An algorithm is described as like a finite or like a finite number of steps, which are rule-based and then applied to something, and then to achieve a certain goal. And this is, it's maybe in this case not an actor,
this
but
talk
here
is a little bit based on what we experienced there, where we've seen what works, and what we see nowadays is very much hyped in the.
You see, this cat is used in a lot of conferences for video technicians to just see if their live streams are working, and sometimes they get their attention. They, really, they should get, maybe. Another idea about algorithmic actors is maybe this one. So here we also have this interactive moment, and it's a really simple algorithms. Those four algorithmic actors are just like after the figure, or in this case, if this little coin is eaten, then they are running away from it. So this is maybe just about this algorithmic thing, and the actor thing. It's like I'm always thinking about these things in a broad perspective. Like, if there's somebody or something that is acting as himself, or as maybe like as in a role, then it's acting. And stage is also like, this could be a stage, or these VR things we saw, and it's not only in theater that there are these stages. And but I'm here or I try to show examples from theater here. Basically, algorithms can be used artistically in two different ways. Like, first as tools to create certain aesthetic, or second as the structure of the whole experience. but there are, like, yeah, most of the time these algorithms work in both ways, and there are a lot of ways between those two extremes. So if you use algorithms mainly as a tool, they can work in a way that can be described as this quote from Arthur C. Clarke: any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishably from magic. Yeah, I think most of you know this quote. It's from 1961, and theater was always an immersive art which tried to let the audience experience the surrounding and atmosphere of the place. It often wanted to create magic moments where the audience is carried away and forgets reality for the duration of the play. Therefore, it used, since its beginning, the state-of-the-art technology. If you have a perspective on theater like this, then technology should just work. So in the best case, it's not recognized, and if it is, then it's most likely seen as a mistake. That's why, despite the unarguably high importance of sound and light, they are both normally not in the same focus as actors or directors. Like the Laurence Olivier Award hadn't the prize for lighting until 1991, and for sound even not until 2004. And I think with every new technology, it will also take some time until they are recognized as this. Yeah. And also, most institutional theaters in Germany haven't even a personnel for using these possibilities that digital technologies create. On the other hand, technology is also reflected in the topics and structure of theater plays. So it is no surprise that in our time, where technology and algorithms are so influential, these are used and reflected in performative situations and on stage to let the audience experience them. But this mostly doesn't happen in institutional theaters, but in the so-called free scene. Yeah, where most of my examples come from. So now to the examples. The first one is an example which is a dance company. Adrian M. and Claire B. created a piece called Cinematic in 2010, where algorithms are mostly used as a tool to generate video art. Oh, it's missing. Oh, sorry. Ah, there it is. Okay, I just stopped this here. The next one I would like to present is Live Code by Daniel Hengst, where you can see like the algorithms are created and create the piece itself. It's like a Brechtian moment. I hope it is there. Yeah.
Track point latitude 51.5117. Mein Gehirn ist nicht wie ein Computer, mein Hirn ist ein Computer.
Yes, here you see the video artist and also the musician and the graphic they are all live created, live coded, which is something that in the first place I think came from the new electronic musics, which allowed to do this live coding with music, I think. Yeah. As you saw, this took place in Schauspiel Dortmund, where Daniel Hengst is one of those examples where, or one of those few examples where somebody works really at the institutional theater and works with this kind of technologies. The next one, sorry, I have to switch back to this one. The next one is Heiner Goebbels, works Stifters Dinge, and this one works completely only with the hardware of theater. Okay, so now I have to switch back to this one. This is by Cirque du Soleil, and it's made for a short film.
Is to explore what could we do with an emerging new technology, the quadcopters here, and give it some meaning, give it some magic, and bring it to another level.
We have been doing research with flying machines for over 15 years. Using algorithms that we've developed, we can dynamically control a large number of flying machines with great precision, do things that would be impossible to do with human pilots.
We saw right away that there was a potential with quadcopters to explore where else could we go and what type of interaction could they have with humans. And then at some point, almost by accident, some of our colleagues just, joking and talking about lampshade. And that made me stop in my tracks, and I thought, wait a minute, did you say lampshade? Well, that could be really interesting. What if we had a number of lampshades starting to fly? And that was really the nucleus of the idea of creating this workshop of flying lampshades.
We had a great time co-evolving the script with the capabilities of the flying lampshades. We created choreographies with the intent of invoking intimacy, wonder, playfulness, and grace.
It's easy to start to give them a personality. Each of the quadcopters that you see in the film, they actually have a name, a personality, and even some element of motivations.
Is there a future for this in the performing arts? Absolutely. We're just getting started.
3, 2, 1, go!
Good. So, yeah. The next example is by Chris Kontek and Christiane Kühl, who created Anonymous P in 2014. Sorry, next one.
Sie haben nichts zu verbergen? Was Sie zu verbergen haben oder nicht, entscheiden überhaupt nicht Sie. Was egal oder nicht ist, entscheidet der Staat. Scannen Sie. Scanning is sharing. Sharing is hearing.
What was really interesting there was everybody in the audience got this QR code, and you could participate in the beginning of the, or even before the beginning of the piece with your smartphone. You could like scan everybody and rate the other one. So this was the incentive to use your smartphone, and while you were using this game, they tried to hack into your smartphone, and they had a professional hacker on board, Nathan Andrew Fain, and they tried to get as much information as possible about everyone and like creating dossiers and about them. It looked like this then in the performance.
Im Herzen des Lichts. Dies ist das Feuer, das alles niederbrennt.
So yeah, here you see like this thing that the algorithms are like important to us in our real life, and they are also reflected in this piece with all this debate about surveillance. And also Blast Theory did a piece this year called Operation Black Antler, which deals with the same topic.
What you need to know is you're going operational tonight.
So I'm 24, I'm from Milton Keynes, I'm a receptionist in a school, and my name is Abby Weston.
It's going to work, it's great, I like it. Okay. Operation Black Antler is an immersive piece of theatre.
The experience starts when you get text messages about the operation. You arrive at a safe house and you rapidly build an undercover identity for yourself, and you have to make decisions for yourself about what is the right thing to do in that situation.
We wanted to make a piece of work that would draw attention to these issues. To what extent is it right for the state to lie and spy on us in order to keep us safe?
Yeah, Blast Theory have a long history of working with technology to create situations where the audience or the people who are attending the situation like really can experience these algorithms at work. Then next example.
Das braucht man, um in den Krieg zu ziehen. Nachtsichtgerät, feuerfeste Unterwäsche, Splitterschutzweste, Mut, Gottvertrauen, Sanitätsausrüstung und Ausbildung.
By Rimini Protocol, it's called Situation Rooms. They created it in 2013. I also worked with them in this piece, and the idea is that you have this handheld monitor which shows you where you have to go, and also gives you information about other persons who are also in your space. You hear like experts, and if somebody else sees you running around in this set, which are a lot of rooms, every room is for a certain topic, which all these topics are about weapons and weapon trade.
I'm a hacker. Now I have another pseudo-body, which is yours.
Anfangs von den 80er Jahren, beim ersten Golfkrieg, da haben sie gezeigt, wie Teheran verteidigt worden ist. Auf einem Hoteldach oben habe ich gesehen, dass da ein Geschütz steht. Und es ist eins von uns
7 minutes in one of the rooms, and then you go to the next room. So one of the things was we had to create clocks which worked for 7 minutes and then switch back to the original time, so they are in sync with the video monitor. Here you, in the next scene, I think you see one of those. Here you see the people who are attending this show are like going into the role of these other experts who are in. You can see them in the film, but in reality there's somebody else. The next example.
Dieses Bild ist der Beginn einer komplizierten und verzwickten Hightech-Geschichte, in der du eine Rolle spielen kannst.
Da draußen haben wir die Big Data. Dies hier ist Little Big Data. Was kann uns Little Big Data über uns, über unsere kleine Mikrogesellschaft hier heute Abend in diesem Raum erzählen?
Diese Leute steigen zu dir in die U-Bahn. Wer ist der Kontrolleur? Mit diesen Leuten bist du auf einer Wohnungsbesichtigung. Wer bekommt die Wohnung?
Was wir hier auf der Leinwand sehen, ist eine Datenwolke. Und zwar ist das die Datenwolke, die wir gerade gemeinsam in der letzten Dreiviertelstunde erzeugt haben.
Bitte gib die Nummer eines freien Gesprächspartners ein. Wie hat die Digitalisierung deinen Alltag verändert? Und wie schützt du persönlich deine Daten?
Ich finde ja, das Schlimmste tatsächlich finde ich ja irgendwie, dass mich dann Werbung verfolgt. Ja, weil ansonsten kann man sich halt auch immer noch schön und hübsch einreden, dass man ja nicht überwacht wird.
Ja, gut, dass du das nochmal sagst.
Richtig. Ich glaube, sie wissen alles über mich.
Ja. Das sind die normalsten. Sie haben am häufigsten das gewählt, was der Durchschnitt von uns gewählt hat.
Wenn eine Maschine, wenn ein Algorithmus so viele Dinge über mich als Privatperson in Erfahrung bringen kann, warum nutze ich sie dann nicht selbst? Warum überlasse ich es Geheimdiensten oder der Werbeindustrie, mit meinen persönlichen Daten zu arbeiten? Delphi-Fox, das ist ein digitales Erkenne dich selbst.
Delphi-Fox lernt Sie mit jeder Eingabe ein bisschen besser kennen. Und Delphi-Fox weiß irgendwann mehr über euch als ihr selbst.
Im ersten Teil des Abends hast du insgesamt gar nicht mal die Eingabe verweigert. Du bist also sämtlichen Eingabeaufforderungen gefolgt. Das ist wirklich bemerkenswert. Was meinst du, könnte der Grund dafür sein?
Ab jetzt sind wir unzertrennlich. Es gibt kein Zurück mehr in die vordigitale Dinosaurierzeit.
Bei uns sind eure Daten heute Abend sicher.
Danke für dein Vertrauen.
Yeah, this is like a big telephone network which was used as an input device, also as an interface for the audience, and as a last example, we have algorithms here.
Ihre Sachen schon den ganzen Tag tragen?
Die Schwangeren,
Die Schnurrbartträger.
Die Krawattenträger zu den Krawattenträgern.
Die Anzugträger mit den Turnschuhen zu den Anzugträgern mit den Turnschuhen. Die Glatzköpfe zu den Glatzköpfen.
Sorry, this is only in German, but it's the whole piece is about sorting the audience, and also the audience is sorting itself.
Leute in zu engen Sachen kommen zu den Leuten in zu engen Sachen. Leute in zu bunten Sachen kommen zu den Leuten in zu bunten Sachen.
Das Fischmehl kommt in die Schweine, die Milchschnitte kommt in den Schulranzen, das Blut kommt in die Konserve, das Scheidungskind kommt in den ICE.
Okay, so I'm running out of time. One of the only really technological pieces were this printer, which printed little papers where like little questions were for the audience, and you could pass those papers around, and this was used to organize this evening. And what I think is getting clear with this example is that you can use algorithms as a structural base of a complete play, and then but then you have to think in another way while you are creating this theater piece, and it's then you are working like a game designer, or you use game mechanics to create this game, and you're definitely you're out of this region of the classical dramatic theater. So I think all these algorithms, which are, or maybe if you have these algorithms on stage, they are like creating a separate new kind of post-dramatic theater. And I was asked to give an outlook, so I'm just giving a quote of Arthur C. Clarke again. If we have learned one thing from the history of invention and discovery, it is that in the long run, and often in the short one, the most daring prophecies seem laughably conservative. So I will give no prediction, but there will be definitely two ways in which algorithmic actors will evolve. One, on the one hand, in a self-referential way, for example, in works where current technology is the subject, and on the other hand, as an aesthetic tool, which will be further standardized and more commonly used. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Georg Werner.